What's going on, family? I'm gonna say something real quick, and then we're gonna look at a couple of videos so I can make this point. We got a problem, and we gotta deal with it as soon as possible. Now, some of us see the problem. Apparently, some of us don't see the problem. How are we gonna open the eyes of those that can't see the problem or don't want to see it? I don't know. Maybe we can't do nothing for them. You know, what can you do if somebody don't want to see what's right in front of them? What can you do? Anyhow, for those who can see the problem, let's see what we could do about it. Let's see what we know, what we've been told, and how that differs from right now. Okay? I know for me personally, I emigrated to this country a long time ago, late 90s. Everything I knew about policing in this country, based on stuff I seen on TV, movies, etc. I always thought that police killed or had no choice but to kill certain criminals depending on the kind of crime they committed. The first time I figured out that that was completely untrue was after I'd already moved here and this dude got killed in the Bronx. His name was Amadou Diallo. Dude got shot like 40-something times in a vestibule in a building, trying to reach for his wallet to show his ID and identify who he was. From that time, it struck me like lightning. It's like, wait, so 47 times. I think it was 47 times. It did not compute how some little non-imposing African dude would be fired upon so many times. He didn't have no gun. He made no threatening gestures. He didn't approach nobody. But there was an assumed threat. No, there was no fucking threat. Let's just be serious. There was no threat. It's like that kid that they said he was in a car crash with somebody else. He ran, he jumped the fence. The kid is running away. Cop takes aim at him, shoots him in the back of the head, tags him, bang. His other cop buddy says, "Wow, good shot." Are you fucking kidding me? Good shot. He didn't fire at you. What was the purpose of shooting him? Since you're such a good shot, he's fleeing. You couldn't shoot him in the leg? I mean, you hit him in his head, a moving target. You couldn't shoot him in the leg? Tamir Rice, little kid in the park, playing with a BB gun or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Cop rolled up on him, jumped top of bang, dead. Like, there's too many cases. Now, you see, when I moved here a long time ago, there was no social media. It was non-existent. I mean, when I moved, yo, there wasn't even Blackberries. All right? Dudes are still using the phones that look like bricks. You know what I'm saying? Some big joint that you hold. Like, it looked like that shit probably give you cancer if you're still using it right now. Okay? That's what people was using, 96, 97. Then, you know, they started to get a little smaller with the Ericsson. And, you know, with the little plastic piece that shoot down or whatever. You slide it off the phone. But we've evolved. You know, now we got social media. God alone knows how many times these things happen. And we ain't never get to know about them because the media just suppressed them. But you see, now they don't have no choice. Whether they post it or not, somebody's gonna catch it. Whether it's on video camera or cell phone video, what have you. Once it's out there and people know about it, they're not gonna have a choice but to release it. And even now you're hearing about police refusing to release body cams. Like, are you serious? I see, this is where I blame you white people. You know, white people, y'all are slipping, man. Y'all slipping. Y'all got the most clout in this country. Okay? Apparently y'all outnumber the black community by a large margin. Now I'm seeing even you guys are being pulled up. Why you carrying this gun? Police drawing down on y'all. You know why? Because you allow the shit to pile up so much. Now the stink is starting to reach your noses. Some of y'all. And your rights are getting infringed on. You know what I'm saying? It has come to a point where now you're going to start feeling pressed because, okay, yeah, they already have the black community so suppressed. It's like, how many people have been killed by police that wasn't armed and did not attack a police officer but got killed anyways? If black people was really that crazy, none of these police officers would be safe. None of their family members would be safe. All the gang members that y'all so afraid of, they would have run up in these police houses and splatter everybody's brains. The family members would have hired thugs like, yo, when this dude coming out of trial or whatever, gun him down. You have not seen that happen. But it's getting to a point now where it's so pervasive. And now it's not only the blacks. You seeing, I saw a video recently, this white guy recording this black family getting manhandled or whatever. He says something from his doorway, his porch, like he's on his porch, but he has like a fence around his house, all right? They tell him go inside. You know what these fucking Nazis did? They walk across the street, open this man's gate, go up to his porch, bag him and tag him, arrested him. Just because he was recording and was saying like, yo, why y'all treating him like that? And this is a white dude. So it's getting to a point where y'all rights are gonna get trampled. It's already there. They already started trampling y'all rights. They trying to take away all y'all guns. Why you think they doing that? Why you think they doing that? Like, really, think about it. Why would they try to take your guns and convince you to, turn them in? For what? For what? You know, when you try to become a citizen of this country as an immigrant, the first thing they want you to commit to is the Constitution, but you here trampling people's rights? What the fuck is that about? Anybody from outside that wants to be a citizen in this country, the first thing you gotta uphold the Constitution. So what about the right to keep and bear arms? Not important anymore? Let's not forget, your First Amendment is already almost out the window. You're not even allowed to say what you want like that. And I feel like anybody that has to say something, you should be able to say what you want. And it's up to people to either follow you or not follow you, to like what you say or not like what you say. You can say whatever you want. And people could just say, you know what? This guy's full of shit. Nobody gotta listen to him. Hey, that's it. You know what I'm saying? You should not be able to control what a person says, because a lot of times people say what they feel inside. Now, it might not be right, granted, but unless that person has a change of heart or a change of mentality, that speech is not going to change. You know what I mean? I was just looking at, I think it was Lethal Weapon 1. And I'm going to show a clip of it where they go interview these kids. And the kid is like, my mama said police kill black people. And he said that to Danny Glover. And it's like, yo, you know how long ago Lethal Weapon 1 came out? That scene right there is so telling. Let me tell you another scene that's telling, because I have all four. If you watch Lethal Weapon 3, is it 3? No, I'm lying. It's still Lethal Weapon 1. The scene where Mel goes after the sniper that's firing on kids and took down a cop. Do you notice how he took that dude out? From like 50 yards out with a Beretta, or 30 yards out. Yo, he emptied the clip on him. He didn't try to go get him and take him to McDonald's and shit. Because the dude was a murderer. Alright, he was trying to kill kids. He took him out. What I was about to say in Lethal Weapon 3, where they had the girl that was also, I think she was in Internal Affairs. There was a scene where there was in like a garage. She got attacked by a bunch of dudes. Yo, she karate chopped the shit out those dudes. Took them down. Beat. They didn't have to kill nobody. Because as a police, you're supposed to have proper training. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's situations where, yeah, that lethal force, you know, when somebody done killed a bunch of people or whatever, and you catch them, or you're able to catch them slipping, yeah, you take them out. Of course, nobody's gonna fault you for that. When you out here, like it's the fucking Wild West, shooting down unarmed kids, popping they melons and shit, like, oh, come on, man. They act like they out there shooting cadavers. You know what I mean? They act like the targets they shooting at, they're not even like live people. Like a real person, like a real human being. And that's the shit that really killed me, because you don't see black cops acting like that. At least not towards white people. They show a certain amount of restraint. And I don't know if they just built differently internally. If probably they all know there'll be repercussions if it does happen. But they try to talk them down before they pull that trigger. And I see white cops or white people that be out there crazy. They try to talk them down. Even before they tase them, before anything. Seen this fake ass wannabe cop in, I think, New Mexico. Like, he tackled this 11-year-old kid, had her on the ground trying to cuff her and all that. Like, dude, seriously? And you think this dude should be able to walk around the streets talking about he's a cop? No, he should get his ass whooped. Have like 15 dudes run up on him, strap, pull their guns out and be like, yo, run your badge, run your gun, run your uniform, walk the street naked, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. You don't violate people's kids like that, because guess what? If that kid was white, you'd try to talk to that kid. Matter of fact, the kid ain't do shit. Let's just rewind and go back with that. The kid ain't do shit. The kid is leaving the school or whatever. And she walked by the principal who was trying to hold the door. She pushed the door open and walked out. Dude rushes out. I've had enough of you. Like, what the fuck are you, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, and these dudes, that's why I say, man, you need trained people. That's why I think it might just be me, but I think if you had like a trained soldier, person that's really been in the trenches, knows real danger, you know, knows when to retreat, when to engage. These are the kind of people I think that you really want to be police. Because these dudes know real danger. You know, obviously some of them might have PTSD or whatever, but you know, those that got those nerves of steel. You know what I'm saying? they might be a better option. You know, who knows? I don't know. But what we have now, it ain't working. That's for damn sure.